Welcome, and thank you for taking a few minutes to see just how easy it is to file your 1095 ACA forms using the Aatrix COMPLETE ACA e-filing service. Once you've selected your ACA forms from your host software, you'll have the opportunity to test drive the software. You can do this at any time without any risk of accidentally filing something or making a mistake. This is simply an opportunity for you to get comfortable with the software, so when you do start your filings, you'll understand exactly how the software works. You can do this test drive with the first 25 of your employees, or you can use your entire employee list. In this case, we're going to go ahead and start the filing process. We're going to verify the EIN so that we know we're filing for the right company. Many companies have more than one data file for an EIN. They might have multiple locations, multiple departments. If you have more than one data set for the EIN you are filing for, click Yes here. You'll do each one individually, and they'll be merged at the end of the process. This is what will appear on the actual form that will be printed and mailed to your employees. The IRS needs to know if you are filing for your own company or if you are a third-party tax preparer. If you're a third-party tax preparer, you'll need to fill out an information form so they know who you are. In most cases, you'll be filing as a company employer. If you are, in fact, a designated government entity, you'll need to identify yourself here. You have the opportunity to truncate Social Security numbers as a security effort. You can choose your method here, or you can choose not to truncate them at all. Once you have completed the company setup, you'll fill out this. Once you've finished the company setup, you will put in some employer information. You'll need to identify whether you offer self-insured coverage. Do you have any employees with foreign addresses? We'll need to know the total number of Form 1095Cs submitted with this transmittal. We'll need to know that you are the authoritative transmittal for this EIN. We need to know yes or no if this is all of the employees for your EIN or ALE. We'd like to know whether or not you are required to file a state ACA submission, and then identify the state for which you are filing. You'll need to complete the certifications of eligibility. In this case, we're going to use the qualified offer method. You'll notice that there were no changes during the current year, so we've used the all year category to identify the number of full-time employees and total employee count. Once you've completed this employer information, you'll click Next to move forward. We then have a short series of data verification information that you'll complete. The first step is employee contact information. You'll want to verify that you have the correct names and addresses of all of the employees that you are filing for. If you offer self-insured coverage, you'll need to identify the covered individuals. You can see at the bottom that the covered individuals are listed. You'll need to identify those employees who have requested electronic delivery only and will not receive a paper copy. And the final screen here is employee coverage. You can see that it will be the months that are involved, the states that may be involved, and the coverage offer. Next, you'll select the level of service that you're looking for. The complete e-filing service is obviously the best practice. In this, Aatrix will print and mail your employee copies as early as the next business day. Those employees who have selected electronic only delivery will also receive information on how to view their forms. We'll file the Fed 1095Cs and 1094Cs to the IRS. We will host a copy of the 1095C for each of your employees that will be made available to them through a secure website. We'll also file any state-required 1095s and 1094s, all for one low price. You have the opportunity to purchase a PDF archive. This will include all of the copies of the 1095 and 1094s that we are filing on your behalf. We provide that as a flash drive. It will be mailed directly to the address that we have on file for your company. This is a quick review of what we are going to file on your behalf. We will be filing the federal 1095, 1094. We'll be printing and mailing the employee 1095Cs, and you'll have the ability to print the employer 1095Cs if you wish to keep them on file. You'll have the opportunity to review each of the forms that we are filing on your behalf. This is the federal 1094C. These are the 1095Cs filed to the federal government. And this is a copy of the instructions or 1095C notice. You can provide this to your employees if you wish. And finally, you can review the 1095Cs that will be mailed directly to your employees. Once you've reviewed all of the forms, you'll then log into the Aatrix Secure eFile system. You'll use the credentials you created when you enrolled at efile.aatrix.com. One of the nice things about these credentials is that it is the same credential no matter what you are filing. So if you're filing a W-2, a 1099, 941, unemployment, wage withholding, making a EFTPS payment, all of them will use the same credential and roughly the same process. We're going to want to verify the information we have on hand. This is the information, again, that you provided during your enrollment process. We'll verify the cost. In this case, we have 16 employees and the PDF archive and a little shipping and handling. You have the opportunity to choose your submission dates. In this case, the employee copies will be mailed as soon as possible, which is the next business day, and your federal 1095s and 1094s will be filed as soon as possible. Of course, we'll need a credit card in order to process that payment. We want to verify the PDF archive mailing address. This again is the address that you have provided during this filing process. One last confirmation. This says that we are filing for your company, the 1095C, the filing period that it is filed for, the company EIN, and the address of the company, and the invoice amount that you paid in order to have us process it. Once you submit this filing, you will receive an AFID number. You see here 6169469. That's an Aatrix filing identification number. It's important because if you need to follow up on any information regarding this filing, our support group will need that number in order to track the filing. This filing number will be provided to you in an email. It is also available to you if you log in at efile.aatrix.com, so you don't have to scratch it out on a note and keep it in a drawer somewhere. We do provide this information for you. That's how easy it is to complete your ACA 1095 filings using the Aatrix Complete ACA eFile service.